while since we've been here. As you know, the lake's absolutely stunning. It's got 53 beautiful hand selected fish in it, and not only that, the food you can get here is amazing. So as you can see, we're in the car park at the minute. We're just unloading the gear. We've already been for a walk around the lake and found which pegs we're going to choose. So fingers crossed we can bring you an absolute banger and get some good carp on the bank for you. But right, I'm going to get the barrel loaded up now, guys, get into the swim, get set up, and I'll have a catch up with you soon. Well, this is my peg of choice for the next 48 hours. I'm going in the boys, Connor's going in mine. There's quite a lot of weed on the top of the surface, so Connor's braving it and going to fish in the weed. I've cleared myself a little, made myself a little clearing. I think the plan of action is I'm going to ship one out just underneath this tree here, and then over there, just underneath the tree, coming off that little island, because I know that can be quite prolific. I'm going to ship one over there. But yeah, it's great to be back, guys. As I said, what a beautiful place. All the fish are absolutely stunning. Just hope we have a good session, really. Come on the carp, and come on the Parker baits. Whoop whoop. Right, this is Connor's peg, guys. He's in a swim called Mine, which is Darren the owner's favourite swim, hence by the name. I love it when you come here because you can save on a bit of stuff. You haven't got to bring nets, mats or slings with you. There's quite a lot of weed out on the surface at the minute, but some anglers would absolutely love that. It's a bit of a protection and a safe zone for the fish. There's only one other gentleman on the lake at the minute. I believe he's had one. Ideally they were the two swims we wanted to go in, but it is what it is. Mine over the last week, which Connor's in right now, has produced a few fish. Oaks has produced, well, the boys which I'm in, has produced a couple of fish. But yeah, as you can see, Connor's got a bit of a battle on his hand at the minute, but Darren the owner has kindly said to us, if we do get one and it does get lodged in the weed, then by all means, he's got two boats over there. I'll just zoom in on them for you. He said by all means, take the net out, go out in the boat. So that's always handy to know. But yeah, we've got 48 hours at our disposal to make it happen. So fingers crossed we can get one of these beautiful nosser pigs what lives in this beautiful habitat. Feeling confident, Connor?
I'm not really thinking, to be honest. Just
going to go with the flow, mate, yeah?
That's it, that's it.
It's the best way, mate. Not overcomplicate things. But yeah, mate, like I say, it should be interesting. We're both going to be using the baiting pole today. See how we get on with that. I've only used it a couple of times, so it's going to take a bit of a while to get used to, but yeah, mate, I think that's going to be honest with you, I think that's going to be such an edge on a water like this.
It is.
So, oh, a couple little baby ducklings over there. See if we can see them. Nice. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to get the rest of the gear set up now, and then I'm going to come over and see Connor in a little while, see what tactics he's going to be using today and how he's approaching this session going forward, and then I'll do the same. I'll show you guys sort of how I'm going to approach it, rigs, bait, and yeah.
Come on the carp.
Come on the carp. One, funnily enough, has just popped his head out right there in between that weed. Well, come on the pigs. Right guys, I'm just about to ship the first rod out. Going out with a spoon. So what I've gone for an OG fish, match the hatch pop-up. I've got some sweet corn in there. I've got some of the Hilton Valley house pellets in there. And also I've got some crumbed up OG fish in there with a little bit of the magic dust sprinkled on it. So hopefully that is a bite. As you can see, I've got the magic dust around the lead as well. Fingers crossed we can get this out first time. I'm going to be shipping it underneath that tree there. Come on the carp, come on the Parker baits. That's the first rod gone out. I think I'm going to have to try and clear a little bit of this weed just in front of me. I kept the rod tip nice and high when I was pushing the pole out, but tiniest little bit of weed has just gone over the top of the line. But I'm going to leave it for the minute. I've got it in a lovely position. I've got it just off of this overhang. So if I zoom in for you, literally just there off the overhang. I'm going to go over and give Connor a hand now. He's just rigging up. We're going to see what he's putting on and go from there. Right guys, I've just come over to Connor's swim. He's about to put his first rod out. He's gone on a leg clip system and he's gone for something different which I've never seen before. He's using a runny, but he's gone for a fruit and nut and an OG fish pop up. So fair play to him. I've personally never thought about doing that, but if it works, then yeah, that's going to sit really nicely, that is. Yeah, I think he's just going to pop a bit. You're going to pop a bit of foam on there as well, Con.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Very nice. Just a simple inline set, leg clip setup, tubing, which is a requirement over here.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get a heli on this.
Shame you're not allowed to use them, mate. But right, we're going to ship the pole out with Connor. So I'll catch you guys in a little while. Right guys, that's both the rods out. I'm quite happy with them. The only thing that's bugging me a little bit is my line's just caught underneath this little bit of weedy stuff. But I'm not going to faff around and move it. Don't want to disturb the swim too much at the moment. I'm just going to leave it. I've got the other one out. Lovely. Just off the tip of this tree right here. So, and that's got a little bit of sweet corn in it, the house pellet, and then a solid bag with a little wafter with the flat spot, the orangey citrusy flat spot over it. So hopefully all we can do is sit and pray. I did just actually have a single beep on the left hand rod a second ago, so I don't know whether that's where it could have just been a little bit of the weed kicking on the line. Something could have investigated, but for now I'm going to keep my eye on the water, keep focused, see if I can see anything and react on that. But I'm happy for now. I have seen two fish cruising through this weed area, so I'm confident I've got a good bait on. It's just if they find it, once they get down and get that, I'm certain that's going to take that straight away. Fingers crossed. Come on the nosser pigs. Oh, hello. Hello, Indulgence. SS3 wide. It is a bit wide, but guys, it is seriously comfortable. Best bed chair I've had by far. Get the bivvy up soon. I might even do a night under the stars tonight, depending on the weather, whether it's going to rain or not. But we'll see. It's looking good. And hopefully Mr. Jeremy will be here soon. Just come back over to Connor's swim. He's about to put his next rod out. Going with the pole again. I think he's going to go quite close in this time though.
Yeah, definitely.
As you can see, there's a lot of floating weed out here. But like I say, Connor's seen 2 fish as well, just in this little clearing here. I reckon that's the spot, mate, for now, don't you?
Yeah, definitely.
What you got? You're going to go for a bottom bait, bit crazy, but you're going for a bottom bait on this one, Con, aren't you?
Yeah.
Fruit and nut?
That's it. Just fruit and nut this time, no fish.
No fish, just the fruit and nut, but look, you've got the sauces and everything over it, haven't you?
Yeah, plenty of bait will be out there.
And this is Connor's little mix he's got in the spoon ready. I'll show you that. So what Connor's got in here, he's got the house pellets which Darren supplies on site for us. He's got a few OG fish in there by the looks of things, 18 mils. A few fruit and nut, 18 mils, and these have been doused in both sauces, Con, yeah?
Yeah. And some magic dust and Himalayan salt.
Himalayan rock salt.
That's the one.
Lovely, mate. It's looking good. Well, I'll help you get this rod out, mate.
Oh, cheers, bro.
And we'll have a catch up with the with everyone in a little while. See how we're getting on. Hey, look who's showing up.
What sausage?
Oh, Jeremy boy.
Couldn't resist another down the bank, could I?
Well, it's got to be done, mate.
Should be working.
So Jeremy's decided to come down where he was before, if you remember from the last Hilton vlog, in Aspies. But a bit like mine and Connor swim, there is a hell of a lot more weed out here now. I'll just see you doing something, mate. Have you found a spot down there?
I found 5 fish.
5 fish?
5 fish. Yeah, just a quick walk round just to see if there is any spots I can actually get a rod out presented well in.
Yep.
And there's 5 separate fish along that margin. Found a little clearing just down here up against the weed. Some bait on there already, someone's already fished it, but it's just a perfect clear clay spot in amongst the weed.
Nice.
So I can't ignore it. So I've just hand placed the bait there and walked the line back. So I know I've got a good presentation with the rig and the lines up and over the weed.
Good days, mate.
So just going to fish locked up, hand on the rod, and hope we can pull a banger.
Hopefully, mate. Hopefully, like I say, Jeremy's just come for a quick 24 because he actually, back in January, he came over and helped Darren do some netting. So he got a free 24-hour session out of it, and he thought, as me and Connor are over here, it'd be rude not to take advantage of that. And
the fresh new look at the lake after having walked in the bottom of it.
Walked in the bottom of it, mate, yeah.
And finding various spots, found 2 bloodworm beds we didn't know would have been there. It's given us a completely new
Outlook on it.
Outlook on the lake, yes. Although I haven't gone with that outlook today, I've just gone with, I found a couple of fish and I put a rod on them. So
Mate, it's the best thing to do. You see fish, cast them, catch them.
Exactly, yes. But it's a bit of an anticlimax because the target fish for me in here at the moment is Lily's Lynn.
Yep.
And on the lake net, in the first push I pulled out the net was Lily's Lynn. So
Always the way, mate, isn't
I've
it?
already held the girl, but no, she was blood red on the belly, so she's obviously feeding the naturals, which is why she hasn't been out for 5 years.
Couple of the residents. I wonder if these are going to hiss at me as I come past. Hopefully they don't. Right guys, well I was just doing my rod, resetting my rod shall I say, and the gentleman over opposite me, over in deep corner, has just had an absolute melter. And he's into a fish, which is a good sign. Definitely a good sign. Oh yeah. Hopefully they're waking up and want to come and get on my bait. Go on boy, get in that net. Get in there. Happy days, fair play to him. Come back in a minute and we'll see what he's got.
That fishy.
It's nice to see a fish, mate. It's a good sign, I suppose.
Two bosh in the swim next to me.
Sort of mirrored, didn't it? I think it's a mirror, to be honest with you.
Most of them are, aren't they?
Mm. What's going on, guys? I thought I'd just give you a little update. Nothing's happened. Obviously we saw the gentleman over there. He had a fish what was called Uno, which was at £30, 2 ounces, so that was very nice. I've redone both my rods for the evening, so they're in a nice spot. But other than that, I can't do anything more at the moment. I'm going to get a little bit of dinner on at the minute. Jeremy's decided to move up. He's going to come in next to me because he's seen a little bit of activity. And he said with these 9-foot rods he's using, he said the weed is just a nightmare, so he don't think he's going to land one. Managed to get it in with that weed. But yeah, we're having a little social. Things are going alright at the minute. It's looking mega out here at the minute. So we've still got a long time yet, so fingers crossed we can get something on the bank to show you guys. I'll catch you in a little while. Right, it's dinner time. I've got some veggie sausages in the Ridge Monkey. We've got the hot dog rolls with cheese inside, and then the Heinz burger sauce, American style, baby. You cannot go wrong with this stuff. Looking forward to tucking into that and hopefully getting disturbed with a fish while these bad boys are cooking. Come on, the carp. Well, I've already done 2 of these bad boys. On to the 3rd now. I've got 1 left there. Loving it. Just come over to Jeremy's swim. He's moved into Oaks. We're standing on some sort of like little platform Darren's made, so we can get an aerial view. While I was just having a cup of tea in my swim, 2 have decided to bosh out over the top where Jeremy is. He's just had 2 single beeps as well on his rods down there. I'm not sure what rod it was. Was it left or right?
Right-hander out the island.
Right-hander, which is out on the corner of the island. So hopefully it won't be long and they'll bust into action. Let's piss and pot the Urinal twins. Morning, guys. It's currently about 10 to 6. Been up for a little while now, but probably sort of about the last half hour. Just watching the water. nothing progressed last night. Had a few beeps sort of around 12 o'clock, and then again about 1:30, and then again about 3 o'clock. But yeah, like I say, nothing progressed in it. So yeah, I'm just going to sit and watch the water now. Hopefully something will happen, or hopefully I can see something to go off. But for now, I'm going to get the kettle on, have a nice cup of coffee, and see what happens. Happy days. Just come over, tap old Jezza boy up for a cup of tea because I've got no milk and I'm being lazy.
Tea time.
But I was just saying to Jeremy, I have redone my rods. I don't know if you can sort of see from Jeremy's swim, but I found a clay mound in between the two islands, just out there. So I've sent it out, felted it down, got a nice dunk on it, and then I've moved that's on the left hand rod, and then the right hand rod I've moved out from under this bay, and I've gone off to the corner of this island because I found it undercuts right underneath the island. First cast, bang, got it literally right tight to the island and underneath. So unless I see anything, I'm going to leave the rods there for a few hours, sit on them like we're doing now. That's all we can really do. But the sun's up today, it's going to be warmer, so hopefully I'll be able to see a few in the upper layers and see what we can do. It's not actually that deep here. I believe it's about 4.5 foot most of the way round, so it shouldn't be too hard to spot something. So yeah, just waiting for Sharon to bring my breakfast round. I'm going to smash into that with this cup of tea. Hey, breakfast just turned up.
What makes a blank worthwhile?
It does, mate. Both Connor and Jeremy have gone for the
breakfast wrap.
Breakfast wrap. And myself, I've gone fried eggs, cheese and hash browns in a stick. Let's go the Nossa. Just a little update here for you guys. Still nothing's happened, but the sun's come out now and it's quite warm. Still, I haven't seen nothing to show. I've just changed one of my rods up. I put a little OG fish wafter on inside a solid bag. So I was chatting to the gentleman across the other swim I do know last night at 30. He had that on a solid bag with a little wafter inside of it with the micro pellet. So I thought I'd just chuck that out, give that a go for a couple of hours. I've got a nice drop on it, so I've definitely landed on a little hard spot in amongst the weed. So fingers crossed we can make something happen with that. I'm going to give it a couple of hours on that anyway. I've made up another, let me just show you this. I'll put back on later on tonight. I've made a little stick mix up with the magic dust and the micro pellets. Got a flat spot on there, a bit of Himalayan rock salt in there. I've got one of our OG fish pop-ups on there. So that's going to go on later on this evening. But yeah, just for now, just thought I'll see if I can nick one on a solid bag. It's looking good out there though. So all we can do is wait. It's been a very tough session. If we get a fish between me and Connor, I think it's going to be a bonus. Still got time. We've got until 12 o'clock tomorrow. It's only about 2:30 now the time is. So come on the carp, come on the Parker baits. Well, just come into Con's swim. Looks like he's having a little tactical change.
Oh yeah. Just changing over to solid backs.
Solid bag?
Yeah, it seems to be working for the fella across the way.
That's what I've just exactly said to the said a minute ago. Just put a solid bag on. Thought I'd leave it a couple of hours.
Yeah.
See if it does anything.
If not, flip back.
If not, flip back, mate. I've just showed I've got a rig already. I've got the Ronnie rig with the bit of pop up on it already inside the bag. I was just saying that sun's come out a little bit now, isn't it? It's sort of warmed up a little bit.
Yeah, it's looking nice.
Where are you going on, the fruit and nut?
I am, yeah.
What we've got down here, we've got the fruit. Love it, the fruit and nut wafters. Fruit and nut magic dust. Lovely. Bosh.
Get in there.
Get in there, boy. Oh, I was just saying, Con, it's been a hard session so far, isn't it?
Yeah, it has.
So I was just saying it'd be nice if we can nick one between us, me or you.
Yeah, maybe more.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
One fish, I think one fish, mate, realistically would be a bonus at this time. We got time, boy. We want one of them unexpected screamers, I feel.
Just there as we're packing away.
Not when we're packing away, bruv, tonight when we're sitting there. So, come on the carp, and come on the Parker baits. Well, dinner's just come round. Mate, look at that. Posh fish finger butty, chips, coleslaw. Mate, they do a lovely bit of food here. I love it. Just come back round into Connor's swim. It's still been very quiet, nothing to report. But Connor's going to go and put half a bucket of bait over his right hand rod and sit on it. Like I say, we've got till 12 o'clock tomorrow. So we've tried everything, guys, we really have. We've worked hard, so if we get one, it will be such a reward. And then he's going to do the same. He's going to redo this left hand rod. He's going to put it just in this little clear spot here and put the other half a bucket over it and just sit on it. I'm going to do my rods in about 10 minutes time. 2 Ronnies, just with little PVA sticks on them, and just sit on them now until, unless I see anything happen, which I haven't since we've been here, but unless I see something bosh, then they're going to stay there for the remainder until tomorrow. I'm just hoping I can come back on camera and one of us, myself or Connor, can have one of these beautiful carp that reside in this lake. But we'll see. Catch you in a bit. Well guys, it's coming near to the end of the session now. We've tried everything. I mean, myself and Connor have worked really hard, trying different approaches. It just doesn't happen. There's been one fish come out in 48 hours, which was a fish, like I said, called Uno at £30 4 ounces. We've got an hour left of the session, but I can't see it happening. So I thought I'd say what I needed to say now. I hope you all enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure to smash that like button, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos going forward. And hopefully it won't be too long until you see me on the bank again, and hopefully we get some absolute nosses on the bank for you. I'll catch you on the bank soon. Peace out.